Yo guys, what's up? It's me, Private Ryan, and welcoming you back for another Private Ryan gameplays. And today, instead of a gameplay, gonna be talking Nintendo Switch OLED Model. So the big question that leads you here to the video today will be, should I buy the Nintendo Switch OLED Model version on October 8th or during the holidays? Or will I buy a new Switch for 2021? Now, as you know, or if as you heard, the OLED, the OLED model for the Switch, will go on live sale by October 8th. It will go by the price of $350. So just do some computation on your country on how much will that be. Because in Canada, that will be in around $399. In Europe, I think that will be around 300 euros. And in the UK, I don't know how much pound is it. But in my country, I know the calculation. So that's the update. Now, before I go dive and give my opinions, to let you know that if we should buy the Switch this 2021, it has to be broken down into some scenarios first. Let's start with the benefits that we're gonna get with this new OLED model. First off, it will have an OLED screen. So an OLED screen, and it's 7-inch. It's 0.8 of an inch bigger than the actual Nintendo Switch version 2 that is available in the market today, and it's much bigger compared to the Switch Lite. So this will be beneficial to those who like to play in a handheld mode for their Switch. Number 2, it's gonna have a new kickstand. So for those who doesn't like to play the dock mode and just putting the Switch on the table to show off with their friends, with their families, as a screen while they use the Joy-Cons or a Pro controller, this will be beneficial, as well as the kickstand is more sturdy and will have more angles to do because it's cover half of the tablet of the Switch OLED version. Okay, number 3 will be the enhanced audio. So some folks, reviewers, tech reviewers in YouTube got their hands on just today of the Switch OLED version, and most of them praise the new Switch because it has better audio compared to the current Switch, and of course to the small Switch Lite. They say it has more meatier sound with more bass, but the treble or the mid sounds remain the same. And they were able to hear a few sounds from the Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda, like birds and clanking of things that they never heard from the current Switch. And of course, the number 4 benefits for this new OLED version is the new dock. The dock is now redesigned. It's a little bit wider. It's white colored, and sometimes it has a black color. Those are the 2 colors that are available. It's now fitted with a LAN port, and it has some vent at the back. Although there's no LSS and 4K support for the dock, it's just looking much better compared to the other dock. So with all those benefits, some claim that if you add up all the additional updates from the Switch OLED version, it's gonna cost around $60 to $80 of additional money on top of the $299 that the Switch is currently being offered at. So this will go great if you don't own the Switch outright, and come the holiday season, come the Burr months, and you have $350 to spend, and you want to weigh down the benefits, and it's working great because of these 4 benefits, the new items that are going to be beneficial to you, you're going to be enjoying the new Switch. Now, let's go to the 4 disadvantages. Okay, the first one is if you're a full dock mode player. Some people like to play on their TV, on their monitors, or like to use the Pro controller, so they seldom use the Switch as a handheld mode. So if you buy the Switch OLED version, that's not going to be an advantage for you, but a disadvantage. Number 2, If you already own the current Switch, the new Switch will have no power, no additional power, no 4K. All games will still play the same, and Joy-Cons will be the same. They will have drift if if that happens to you. So there's not really an advantage for you to go over and spend another $350 on top of your current Switch that you have, unless you sell it for around $220 or $250 and then buy the new one. Well, the problem is our disadvantage number 3. Now, because of the shortage of the chips and silicon, the electronics problem that we have for 2020 and 2021, the Switch is projected to only sell at limited below, I think, 8 million to 10 million units by the end of quarter 4. So those 10 to 8 million units is the same as the thing that happened with PS5, as the PS5 was able to sell 8 million copies from November up to March. So imagine all the PS5 that is not available, that will also be happening to the Switch. So what if you sold your current Switch and you can't get yourself a Switch OLED? You will end up with no Switch by December or by Christmas time. And the fourth disadvantage that I can think of is if you own the Switch Lite and you're a casual and you play once a week, twice a week during the weekends gamer, because you will have no benefits. It's exactly the same. It's competing against your current Switch Lite. The Switch Lite is already a great handheld. It has a better joysticks, and it has the cross that you can use instead of the broken down directional buttons. So if you have the Switch Lite, I think that will already work for you. As they compare the screen from the OLED and the Switch Lite, yeah, of course the OLED is a little bit brighter. It has great dark shadows, and of course it has pure blacks. But the Switch Lite is also great. It works well for females, as it has a little bit smaller screen compared to both the Switch version 2 and the Switch OLED. Now, weighing those positives and negatives, I already shown you 4 positives and 4 negatives. It all boils down to your preference. But if you really love to collect Switches, especially new releases, $350 is a little bit steep, but affordable enough with all this technology crammed in the Switch OLED version. I myself will buy it, I think, by 2022. So, because I just like the white color that's it's coming. So with that said, I hope I gave you enough time to decide, because of these benefits and cons that you're gonna get when you decide by Christmas time. Thank you for your time, guys. I'm gonna be seeing you once again soon. Please do subscribe and give a like in my channel. Also do comment. I reply to all comments. Thank you. Have a great day.